Nassr arrived at this fixture carrying the weight of title race pressure, and they delivered in devastating fashion. From the very first whistle, it was clear that Stefanopoli's side had come to make a statement, not just to collect 3 points, but to send a message to every rival watching. This was not a performance built on luck. This was organized, relentless, and clinical attacking football at its finest. Before kickoff, the numbers told an important story. Al-Hazem came into this match with 31 combined league goals between their key attacker, and veteran forward Omar Al-Samar was identified as their primary threat. This was not a toothless opposition. Their goalkeeper, Ibrahim Zahid, had been in reasonable form, and Al-Hazem's game plan was straightforward: stay compact, stay organized, and do not concede early. For a short time, that plan showed signs of working. Al-Nassr pressed from the opening minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo found himself through on goal almost immediately, forcing Zahid into a sharp, early save. The goalkeeper came off his line quickly, narrowed the angle brilliantly, and denied Ronaldo what looked like a certain goal. At the back post, Sadio Mane forced another save, and the pressure was already relentless. Al-Hazem were surviving, but only just. The first port of call is to stay in the game, the commentary noted. And in those opening exchanges, that was exactly what they were doing. Then came the moment that changed everything. João Felix played the ball forward, and Ronaldo timed his run to absolute perfection along the offside line. The touch was exquisite. The finish driven into the top corner was even better. The offside flag went up immediately, cutting short the celebration. But Ronaldo was certain. He knew nobody in football knows how to run that line better than him. The VAR check began, and the verdict was clear. Ronaldo was onside. The goal stood. What made this goal so significant was not just the finish, but the intelligence behind it. Cristiano Ronaldo has spent years evolving his game. He was once a tricky, electric winger who beat defenders with pace and skill. Over time, he transformed himself into something different, a pure precision goal scorer who uses movement, timing, and positioning as his primary weapons. That run against Al-Hazem was a textbook example of that evolution. He's molded himself into this absolute machine of a goal scorer. That is not flattery. That is the factual record of a career that has refused to plateau. Al-Nassr had the lead, but the first half was not without frustration. João Felix produced one of the most costly misses of the half, rounding the goalkeeper. With the goal at his mercy, only to lose his footing and fail to convert. The chance was gone. When he rounds the goalkeeper, you think finish it. Felix also appealed for a penalty after feeling contact, but the referee waved it away. Despite these moments, Al-Nassr went into halftime with a 1-0 advantage, controlling the game without fully put it to bed. The second half opened with Al-Nassr in complete control, and it was Kingsley Coman who doubled the lead. The goal was beautifully crafted. João Felix threaded a disguised, weighted pass with the outside of his right foot, the kind of delivery that requires exceptional vision and technical quality. Coman had made a late, deep run from midfield that Al-Hazem failed to track, too focused on Mane in front of them. They're too bothered about Sadio Mane, and then they realize that's not the player on the end. Coman finished calmly, and that was his 9th goal of the season, a number that underlined how important he had become to this Al-Nassr attack. At 2-0, the game shifted. Al-Hazem were reduced to 10 men, and Al-Nassr had the runway to push for more. Mane, Felix, and Ronaldo began combining at will. Felix set up Mane, who pulled the ball back perfectly, but Felix execution let him down again, and a glorious chance was wasted. Just gets it caught underneath his feet. These were moments that in a tighter game could have proven costly, but Al-Nassr were already in control, and they knew it. Then came the goal of the match. Angelo received the ball wide, drove forward, and in a moment of brilliant individual brilliance, faked a play in a teammate before holding the ball and continuing his run. Brazilian magic. He rode the challenge from Al-Shamani, opened his hips, and slotted the ball past the goalkeeper with complete composure. It was the kind of goal that requires both technical ability and mental clarity under pressure, and Angelo delivered both in one devastating sequence. At 3-0, there was no way back for Al-Hazem. For me, 3-0, game over. Cristiano Ronaldo was not finished. With Al-Hazem broken and the match deep into the second half, Ronaldo added the fourth, finishing in a manner not dissimilar to his first. A small, precise touch to control, and then a clean, composed strike past the goalkeeper. No theatrics, no hesitation. Just the clinical execution of a forward who has scored at the highest level for over 2 decades. There will be no mercy from here on in. And there wasn't. The tactical picture across the full 90 minutes was clear. Al-Nassr possessed too many attacking threats for Al-Hazem to contain simultaneously. Every time they shifted to deal with Mane, Coman or Angelo exploited the space behind. Every time they focused on tracking deep runs, Felix found pockets between the lines and created with his passing. Mane worked as a decoy as much as a direct threat, and his movement created the gaps that others exploited. Coman and Angelo's late runs from deep were structurally damaging and completely unsolvable for a 10-man Al-Hazem side. Ibrahim Zahid deserves credit for his work in the early stages, his quick decision-making, and angle-narrowing denied Ronaldo on more than one occasion. But once the floodgates opened, there was simply nothing one goalkeeper could do against this level of attacking quality. Al-Hazem's defensive structure, built around staying compact and organized, held firm for only so long before the individual quality of Al-Nassr attackers dismantled it entirely. The implications of this result stretch well beyond 3 points. In a title race where goal difference can separate champions from runners-up, a 4-0 carries significant weight. Keep mentioning the goal difference, just how vital that could be. Al-Nassr were aware of what was happening elsewhere in the league, and they responded by showing no restraint. Every goal added to that tally is a number that could prove decisive when the final standings are calculated. For Stefano Polli, the pressure that existed before this match has not eased. Many coaches have sat in that position before him and failed to meet expectations. A result of this nature, controlled, dominant, and multi-goal, is exactly what the role demands. The reaction of his players, the structure of the performance, and the ruthlessness shown in front of goal all reflected a team that understood what was at stake. Cristiano Ronaldo finished the game with 2 goals and a performance that once again defied the passage of time. His runs were timed with precision. His finishes were clean and deliberate. His awareness of the offside line, his first touch, and his composure in front of goal were all on display in a single match. He's evolved and elevated himself. That is the defining truth of his career at this stage, not just that he is still scoring, but that he continues to score in ways that require intelligence, not just athleticism. The full-time whistle confirmed what had been clear from Angelo's 3rd goal onward. Al-Nassr 4, Al-Hazem 0, a comprehensive, professional, and statement victory with Ronaldo, as ever, at the center of it.